Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to the channel. Moose Gaming here, and today I am going to show you how I make redeemables for my channel and how I put them on there using Streamlabs CloudBot and Prism. It'll work for Streamlabs, it'll work for OBS, it'll work for Prism. It'll work probably for any one of the streaming services you use. So, but first we need to have something to put on there. I've already recorded these and I'll show you what I do with them, but first things first, obviously you need to have recording software. In this case, I am using Prism to record, and it will be recording the main screen right here. Now the first thing I do is I put it on full screen. You want it on full screen, that way you get the entire thing. Then make sure your volume is all the way up. You can always change it later. And then just hit play. Well, actually hit record on your recording software first. And I'll show you what I do to trim everything up. And then just go ahead and hit play. Let it play and it will record it. Once it's done, just hit stop on your recording software. I had 2 of them that I did right here. These are the 2. There's 2 different clips here. And this is the one that I'm currently recording right now. So what we're going to do with those is we are going to go into DaVinci Resolve. And DaVinci Resolve is free to use for anybody that wants some free editing software that actually works fairly decent. I'm just going to call this Moose Joke 1, because there's 2 clips. Create. Once this opens up, this is where we're going to put that media clip. So let's open our folder here. And we'll take this first one here, drop it in there, change the project frame rate. You can change it, or you could say to leave it the same. I always say change. Then you're going to take it from here and drag it down into the video window here, I guess. I don't know the names for these things. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to call it the video window. And from here, you want to go to edit. Once you're in edit, you can then trim this clip up. There is a zoom button here. If you want to zoom in a little bit more to the frames. So we'll hit play. And we'll stop it there because that's when my cursor and everything was out of the way. And then I'm going to grab this right here, drag it to that red line, and then pull the whole thing back to the start. After I do that, I'm just going to go to the end. Alright, so I'm going to stop because the second one actually starts at that joke. So I'm going to stop right there. And then we're just going to grab this from back here and drag it right to the red line. And that's going to be the end of the clip. Now there's two different ways that we need to export this. So we're going to hit this little rocket ship down here, which is to export. And first of all, we're going to title this something. We're going to call it Moose Jokes 1. You know what? I think I actually forgot. No, we can. Okay. So choose a location. Videos. And I do have a sound clips, Moose Jokes 1, and we're going to call this audio. Should have named it up there too. Yeah, okay, it did it for me when I did that. And the reason why I say that is because we're going to go to we are going to uncheck the export video, and we're only going to export the audio. And just to make sure, we're going to come all the way down here and we're going to say audio only, so that that's all it exports, is just the audio. Don't really need to change this, because OBS or Streamlabs does not accept WAV. You want to change this to MP3, which is your standard audio file, and then say add to render queue. So now this one as MP3 is already added to the render queue. We can go ahead and just render all. Now that that's done, we can, before we close it, we can verify it. We want to go to videos, sound clips, moose jokes, where's it at? Moose jokes 1 audio, MP3 sound, so all it should be is the sound, no video, just sound. Okay, so from here we can close this out right here because we're done. Let's go back to custom export video. I'm going to untick the audio there, but we're also going to, in our edit menu, we could have did this when we were here the first time. Maybe. Either way, you're going to drag the audio all the way down. That way you know for sure it's not going to play the audio. If you haven't played the audio when you do the video export portion of it, then it's going to double up when they hit the redeem. So we want to export video. We want it to be MP4 because, again, Streamlabs doesn't accept QuickTime. So you want MP4. Sometimes if you may, like, your file sizes may be too big and it won't accept them. Which, even this one, I don't know, how long is this? Like a minute or something like that. 54 seconds. It may not even accept this. It might be too big. Maybe. I don't know. It might be fine. So then what we're going to do is, this is set to video, custom export MP4 H.264, which is all fine. We are going to add to render queue. So now this is just going to be the video. It will have no audio. Say render all. And it's done. Then again, we can go right to our folder, our sound clips. Well, I think I titled the video MP4 with no audio as well. No, that's the moose win. Moose jokes, audio, moose jokes. Okay, this is, nope, that's not the right one. What did it save it as? Moose joke 1. Refresh. Sound clips. Oh, it says timeline 1. Is there one? Oh, timeline 1. Okay, right here. I forgot to rename this. Make sure you change your file name to say, you know, moose or whatever it's going to be, jokes vid. So that way you know that that's the video and the other one is the audio. So from here, now that we have our moose jokes vid, well, I should put a 1 on there. 1. You can play it just to make sure there's no audio. As you can see, we have no audio, which is what we want. So now from here, we're going to go ahead and open Streamlabs. And we are going to go to alert box, cloud bot. We're going to go to cloud bot. I had to think for a second. And then we're going to go to store. Once you're in store, you're going to say create new item. Give it a name. Moose Jokes 1. Give it a description. Watch Dogs. Moose. No. Talking. Moose. If I could spell. Jokes. Watch Dogs, Talking Moose Jokes. Whatever you want your cost to be, quantity, cooldown, all that good stuff. Now for here, you want to select a video. And you're going to click the upload button because you want to put a video in here. So we're going to go to our folder. And we're going to click on the video. Moose Jokes Vid 1. We're going to drag it into that box. And in my case, it says the file exceeds the 50 megabytes. So it's actually too big. How big is it? Okay. So I need to shorten it up. That's what I need to do. So I could, since we still have this open, but the problem, I would have to redo both of them if I want to shorten it up. I don't know of any other way I might be able to make this smaller. Probably make it smaller by changing the resolution. 50 megabytes is huge. Or not big. No, 50 megs is not big at all. Well, doesn't that suck? Well, what I could do, let's go back here to, I'm going to just shorten this up to like just one of the jokes. All right, so to just one of the jokes, and I will export this video right here, just the video, which we still have set to video only, no audio. And we are going to Moose Jokes 1 short, just for the purpose of this video. I will clean this up and make it better for my actual redeem. Alright, that put it down. Probably should be really, really small. Shot. Oh, I put shot. That's fine. Alright, let's go back to Streamlabs here. Let's pull this up. Shot. Short. Okay, so that put the video in there now, because it's quite small. I'm getting close to my limit too. Yeah, if you want more, you gotta pay. I'm not paying. Right, so we're done with that. We're gonna click on the file that we want to use, say select. So now we see that it's in there. Now for the audio file, we're gonna go into the same folder because we put it in there, and we're gonna go to Moose Jokes 1 audio. We're gonna drag that in there, and that should fit. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, you can even play it Is it playing? I don't know. I can't hear it. Oh. Select. And you can change the volume slider here. You want to make sure you click Redeem Shows Alert, because if you don't, then it won't actually come up on the screen. Now, for the keyword, it's going to be, you know, exclamation and then the keyword. So we're going to put MTJ. Next. No requirements, and save. Once it's saved, it'll be in here somewhere. Probably down at the very bottom. Moose jokes right there. Watch jokes. Moose telling jokes. Now, the other thing that you have to do, make sure YouTube is active. You want to be right here, make sure CloudBot is active. This is turned on right here as well. As well as in Alert Box, you have right here CloudBot Redemption. Make sure that this is enabled. And where this is image, do not have this ticked. You do not want that ticked. That should not be ticked. Okay? That should be turned off. You can change the sound volume here if you so choose. You don't need to. You can change some of the animations of how they come up. You don't need to. Now, the other thing that you do have to do is your alert box. Your alert box is used the same way for the redemptions. It uses the same thing. The alert box and the CloudBot redemption, it all comes to the alert box. So you need to make sure that you copy this widget. Okay, so you copy it. It's copied to the clipboard. Then what you're going to do is you need to go over to your Prism, OBS, whatever you're using. Like I said, in this case, I'm using Prism. So I will show you on Prism how you would do this. And it's the same for OBS, and it's the same for Streamlabs. So you're going to hit add. And on here, you're going to want to add a where's it at again? I'll find it. Yeah, browser. Sorry. Right here, you want to add a browser source. Okay, so click on browser source. So if you're using Prism or you're using OBS, you have to add a browser source. Don't just add the alert box, like an alert box widget or some, I don't know. You want to add the browser source. So you say okay. Now on here, you call it whatever you want. We're going to call this alert box because that's what it is. And say okay. So now that we added it, it's going to have Prism's logo on there because that is the URL that's in there. So we are going to change that, and we're going to put in the Streamlabs that we did. And once you had it copied to your clipboard, you can just put Control V, and it'll automatically paste that in there. Say control audio via Prism or OBS, and that's the only thing that you need to do. Say okay. And now here is your alert box that you can move wherever you choose to move it. And we can test. Let's go CloudBot Redemption. Let's see if we can do a test. I don't know if it'll show a test on here. Subscribers. So that works. We can see that. You can't really test redemptions on YouTube without being live. You can, however, if you have a Twitch channel, you can test them with Twitch. I don't have my Twitch hooked up to here, so I can't really show you that, but for those of you that have been to my live streams, you know they work. You've all seen them work. You all like redeeming them. So once your alert box is here and it's good to go, then as soon as somebody redeems one of your redeems, in our case, it was MJT, Moose, or MTJ, Moose Tells Jokes. Then it'll come up on the screen, and it should come up with the audio and the video. And that's pretty much all there is to it. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to ask me down in the comments, and I will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have about how to do the redeemables and add them to your channel and stuff like that. With that, I think I covered everything. If I did forget anything, again, let me know down in the comments and I will answer it best I can. I'll remake this video if I have to. It's not a big deal. I don't mind. But yeah, so thank you for taking the time to watch this. If you have any questions, like I said, please ask me down in the comments. If you liked it, please hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I have a bunch of different games that I play, and I do some tutorial videos like this about how I do things. It may not be the same as how other people do it, but I'm just showing you how I do it. So yeah, until next time, as always, have a great day, a wonderful afternoon, and a peaceful evening, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care, and bye for now.